let's have a chat about on drives. Now, Tom Scollay from Cricket Mentoring has really championed this idea, and I have been noticing it more ever since he said what he said, that the most elite batsmen are really on driving balls on fourth stump, sometimes even fifth stump, all right, to the leg side or to the right side of the non-striker's stumps, even though that line would dictate you driving it straight back at the bowler or towards mid-off. Now, in this small video, I've compiled some examples which I think will back it up. So let's have a look here at Marnus. From fourth stump, he's on driving these balls to the right side of the non-striker stumps. This does two things. Well, I'll let this run on loop. I'll just quickly explain why this is good. First of all, on drives are the most balanced position you can get yourself into, right? And driving these balls forces you to get into that side-on position, and I'll play a few videos at the end of this that will talk about the technique a bit more, but it will force you into a side-on position. You are trying to connect the ball almost on the inside half of the bat and almost imparting a topspin on the ball. And when you focus on trying to hit it on the inside half, it exposes you less to outside edges. Let's take a look at some of Kohli's driving here. Have a look at what line he gets his ball from. It's almost fifth stump that he has managed to hit onto the right side of the non-striker's stumps. All right, let's take a quick look back at that again. Take a look at that. Fifth stump, maybe even six, some would argue. Bang. All right, this is a continuation of the Kohli compilation. Take a look at that. From fourth stump, on drive. Taking a look at this further on in this video. Look at this slow motion here. Fourth stump, bang. One thing I want you to notice, and I will talk about this a bit more later on in here, is to be able to force the ball towards the right side of the non-striker stumps, you still need to have a somewhat close position. Right? Take a look at the feet. They're somewhat crossed over, but the important thing is the balance and the bat are coming through straight down. Right? When you open up that foot or the hip, I think you will end up slicing. But this is a great example. And these next two are as well. Bang, from fourth stump. Fourth stump right onto an on drive position. Crisscross of the legs a little bit, bat comes straight down, you're side on, head is still. And none better than this example at number one. Right? Beautiful shapes. It's just, take a look at the slow motion, take a look at what stump he's getting the ball from. Fourth stump. Slight crossover of the feet and bang, right down. I have one last example here of Bobber. Right? Let's take a look at this shot here in slow motion. From fourth stump, bang. Almost a top spinish. Right? And here's Tom Scollay pretty much working with Sam Robson and talking about this a bit further. I'll let the video play.
At the moment, my swing on the front foot is slightly out. I don't know why.
I reckon when I underarm, the ones outside off were the best.
Yeah. because your feet have to cross over when they're out there. And I reckon some of the straight ones with the underarms and then that one, this is going a bit leg side, causing your hips to go a bit leg, like you swing to follow your hips.
Yeah, I see.
I reckon if that front foot
hitting more to the line a bit.
I reckon if that front foot crossed over a little bit, as opposed to being more like middle and leg, you got more to off, and the ball's here, I reckon you'd be able to hit through the line there.
You reckon like there, I've gone like that.
Yes, yep, and then your hips, yep, and the hips have gone that way.
Rather than keep going into the line.
Yep, and then like you draw either a straight line through your feet or it's slightly crossed over with your toe open. Then I think you'll be able to hold this front side longer.
Yeah, right. So that's why you reckon one
Yeah, because you're lining up straight lines to your target, but some of the straighter balls, when you're stepping there, you sort of your straight lines going.
doing that because at the moment my swing on the front.
Right, full credit to Tom Scollay. I don't want to be stealing his videos, but essentially if you want to be able to access those fourth stump balls through an on-drive position, you will need to have a bit of that crisscross of that legs he talked about. And then lastly, I'll just let the master himself have a quick chat about it.
Speaking about the on-drive and the flick, again the head position is very important. A lot of people make the mistake of opening their front toe when wanting to flick or on-drive the ball. I think the key is to still have a good batting position, again good balance, and your toe should always be pointing towards mid-off. Never open up too much because that just makes your body open up too much and you're never in control. So this way, your body is always side on, which is the way to play cricket. And again, to connect the ball in an on-drive or a flick, it's very important the head stays ahead of your pad a little bit. In this case, you can't be behind, you can't be just there. You have to stay slightly ahead so you can connect the ball and not let it hit your pad. So I think these are the most important things when you're playing these shots. Your head position, the balance of your feet, and your hip position. It shouldn't open or move too much. Balance is the key as far as batting is concerned, and that's something I focus on as well. So if you want to try these shots, if you want to master these shots, work on your balance, work on your head position. Your batting is
Yep, so let me know what you guys think.